Hey everybody, it's Peas, Yooper Product Reviews.
I'm Fainer.
We try shit. We try shit, so you don't have to buy shit.
Oh, there it is.
Easy for you to say.
How many of those beers have you had?
Believe it or not, that's my first. That's how far I am into my first beer.
This is how far I am into my third beer.
It's a weeknight, so I'm behaving myself.
Yeah.
If you watch any of our other videos, you know there's a couple things we like to do. Number one, play guitar.
Yep.
We also like to drink beer.
Yep.
So what we're going to talk about tonight is making your own beer.
Beer.
In the Brewer's Best
Beer kit.
beer kit. I gotta tell you, this is pretty straightforward system here for making beer. Beer is actually really easy to make.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't realize how easy it was until I went and tried it. So what I want to do is just walk you through this. I'm gonna let you know whether I think it's a good product or not. So why don't you hop around the other side?
Sounds good.
All right, so we've got the Brewer's Best beer kit here. Makes approximately 5 gallons worth of beer, or 53 glasses of 12-ounce beers.
Woo! It's a lot of beer.
53 bottles of beers. Here's what comes with this kit. There are a few things that I feel like are missing, and I'll go over those. After I go through all of the equipment that it comes with. But it comes with 6.5 gallon primary fermenter, lid with a grommet, another 6.5 gallon bucket with a spigot on it.
Woo!
Easy. It comes with some cleanser,
Like
a siphoning, and a bottling setup. I'll show you how that works. It comes with a pretty cool book on how to make beer. Walks you through it if you have to troubleshoot anything or try and figure out what the hell you're doing. That tells you how to do it. Liquid crystal thermometer that you stick on the side of the bucket.
Sounds fancy. Liquid
So
crystal.
fancy.
So fancy.
Instructions, that's pretty self-explanatory. Hydrometer. Hydrometer is what you use to determine how much alcohol content is in your beer. An airlock, bucket clip, bottle brush, and a twin level capper. So, without further ado,
Man. Let's get right into it. Wait, real quick, how much that cost you?
Well, funny you should ask, Kyle.
Yeah?
As I was going through here, making sure I had all my shit in the bucket,
Yeah?
I found my receipt. It was $79.49 with tax out the door.
$79.49 with tax. Nice.
So,
Ain't too bad for...
give a shout out to White's Party Store here in Marquette.
Yeah!
So I picked that up.
Damn, now they know where we live.
So it's kind of cool. Everything fits right in these buckets.
How many buckets you got there?
There's actually 2.
Looks like 8.
I know, right? You got 2 buckets here. One has a spigot on it.
Nice.
You'll have to put that on yourself. It's pretty easy to do. There's a gasket and everything. You just put that on there.
Nice.
This is your second bucket that you're going to want to use after your initial brew is fermenting. You want to transfer it into this so that you can bottle it. Okay.
Cool.
That's one thing I didn't think they did a very good job of explaining in the instructions. Here is the other bucket. The thermometer does not come attached on the bucket, so you're going to put that on there. You're going to want to know what temperature you're at when you're fermenting your beer. It does need to be a certain temperature based on whatever type of beer you're doing.
Yeah.
So, also, inside, we've got the book, Home Beer Making.
Woo.
There's a little pamphlet here that shows you all the different types of beers that you can make with the beer kits that you can get from Brewer's Best, which are pretty handy. I'd recommend getting yourself one of those instead of starting from scratch. That's just a duplicate, I believe. Also, you've got your capper.
Those things are fun.
So what you do with this is you put your cap in here. There's a little magnet. And then you put that down on top of your bottle. You can reuse bottles from like any beer that doesn't have a twist on. So like, you know, Sam Adams.
Two Hearted.
Yeah. Oberon. Things like that.
Premium imports. And Michigan craft.
Craft beers.
Yeah.
Also, you've got a pretty nice little brush here for cleaning out your shit. Comes with your hydrometer. This thing looks pretty fancy. Basically what you do is before, you have to take and measure the gravity of your beer a few times. Once before, when you initially go to ferment it, and then once afterwards. And that tells you what the alcohol content is in your beer. I missed that step the first time I made beer. So I had no idea what the alcohol percentage was, but I think it was pretty low.
Ask us about making rum in the comments.
Also, you've got, this is the siphon, and this right here, I should say, is the siphon. Comes with this hose. I would recommend warming up some water to loosen up this hose so that you can fit this on here. Otherwise, it's pretty hard to go on there. I've already done that on this one. You can see it's still kind of hard to get on there.
Man.
But it's got a little nozzle here on the end so that it doesn't suck up all the sediment at the bottom.
It's nifty. There we go.
Okay.
So it's not like a gross beer where it's got all the stuff at the bottom.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
If you really want to get crazy, you can take a hack off a little cheesecloth, put that on there. That'll really keep a lot of things, you know, because you're going to have yeast in there. You're going to have hops and different grain in there. That, whether you want to or not, sometimes that is going to get sucked up in there. And then you're going to get a little sediment in your beer. There's a couple ways you can go about, you know, helping the clarity of your beer. One of them, this is just a cheap thing that I do. So that's
it's like a regular old mad scientist kid over here.
That's the siphon.
Tubes and stuff.
Comes also with a little clip that goes on here.
What's that for?
For when you're siphoning.
Okay.
Excuse me, it goes this way. So you attach this here, and then that goes in there while you're siphoning. It makes it really easy to go up and down, so that you don't have to go right to the bottom of the bucket and suck up all your sediment. Right.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
You can kind of work your way down.
Okay, that's cool.
Clip there. Let's see what else we got. Oh, I got some beer bottle caps in here.
Nice.
This doesn't actually come with bottle caps. This came in a kit, so with the ingredients to make the beer.
Cool.
Also, what else we got in here? Oh, we got your little hydro lock.
Nice.
What you do with this, you put a little water in there, and then you stick that in there where all the beer is fermenting. That lets air get in, or excuse me, air get out but not in.
Cool.
Yep, so we got that. Put that in there. Let's see what else we got in here. And last but not least, your bottling wand. This is pretty neat. I wish somebody would have showed me how to use this first time.
What's that? Long story.
Made a little mess.
Yeah.
So what you do is you attach this to your hose, which you attach to the spigot on the other bucket. And then what you do is you actually just take this, put it right into a bottle of beer, and this is a little, basically a little, what would you call that?
It's kind of like a hamster fucking water thing.
So that allows the beer to flow out.
Yeah. And
then another pro tip, when you're filling your bottles, fill it right to the brim, and then when you pull this out, that'll leave a little bit of gap in there.
Nice.
So that way every bottle is uniform. So
Nice.
that's how that works. Overall, I gotta say this kit's pretty solid. All of the stuff that it comes with is pretty high quality.
Ale Pale, love
Ale
it.
Pale.
That's great.
There are a few things though that are missing in this.
Yes.
A couple things you're gonna need. Right off the bat, you're gonna need some kind of a pot to brew up your batch of beer. Okay. This does not come with that, so maybe you have one at home, maybe you don't. We have one down here.
Yeah?
That we sometimes...
Is that what we were using to hold up our tripod here? Oh my gosh.
So this one I picked up at local grocery store, chef supply store. pretty handy. This one actually is way bigger than what you need for the kit, but I figured it'd be better to have a little bit bigger. It also doesn't come with a wort chiller, which is what, after you throw all your ingredients in here, you boil it up, that becomes your wort. You need to cool that down in a fairly reasonable amount of time, so that you don't get anything in here like bacteria and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
This is kind of hard unless you've got a gigantic sink filled with ice. This is kind of hard to put into a sink and put ice around and have it chill in a reasonable amount of time. Sometimes what I'll do is I'll throw this in a snowbank in the winter with a top on it, let it cool down. That way it cools down really quick here in the UP.
We know what winters are about.
You can also get the wort chiller, which is right here. Of course, they recommend you get that as well. It's a little copper thing that runs cold water through it, so you can cool your wort down pretty quickly there. Just one of the things that it doesn't come with, as well as a pot to boil it in. You're also going to need a thermometer of some kind, so that you can tell when you get to the right temperature. This one is nice, it works, except that it's not long enough to go to the bottom. So a lot of times you have to actually stick it and hold it in the bottom to see what your temperature is. So make sure you get one that's long enough. Also, you may want to get yourself one of these, which is called the Carboy.
Woo!
This is basically just a fancy one of these.
Okay.
This one was given to me by a friend of mine who brews beer. He doesn't need it anymore, which is kind of nice. This is also your where you would put the hydro lock up here. It's got this nice handle on it. Pros and cons: it's glass, so you can see what's happening. Con is it's glass, so if you happen to set this down on a rock or something like that, you can shatter it pretty easily.
Be careful.
But
it's not your grandma's piggy bank.
Right? Exactly. So other than that, I mean, it pretty much comes with everything you need. Those are really the only things that you're going to need is basically a pot, some way to chill down your beer, your wort, and also a thermometer. The rest pretty much comes with bottles. You can get bottles pretty easily nowadays, though.
Mm-hmm.
But overall, I think this is a great kit. I paid $75 plus tax out the door.
How many batches have you made with this?
I've done 2 batches so far.
2 batches.
I don't like to do it in the summertime because it gets really hot because you're basically boiling a giant pot of liquid on your stove.
Yeah.
You can do it. I choose not to because it gets pretty hot up here in the UK. So we definitely have the extremes. We get 90-degree humid weather in the summer, 90 below degree weather.
90 below.
That's a little bit of exaggeration, but it does get pretty damn cold here. So anyway, I'm Peace with Yooper product reviews.
I'm Fader.
We got Fader on the camera. Gonna give the Brewer's Best beer kit thumbs up.
Thumbs up. I had some of the beer too. It was good.
We taste tested it. It turns out pretty good. If you like the video, give us a like. Also subscribe. We've got more videos coming up. If you got any questions about how to brew beer, throw me some questions and I can help you out. I've only done it a few times, but you never know. So anyway, until next time, we'll see you later.
Have a good one.